Hi everyone, James Blacklaw's JB Commercial Finance here. January's just started. I want to do a quick video with regard to what's likely to happen in the commercial lending space and maybe even the wider business space, the SME space in 2023. Clearly, we've had a bit of a difficult time in the last quarter of the year with base rate going up, the economy dipping, and it looks like we may well be dipping into a formal recession, albeit I'm not really sure that means what it used to mean these days, when the next quarter's results are produced. And we've still got a bit of a kickback from lockdown, to be perfectly honest, and that's resulted in a lot of businesses failing. Certain industries, especially hospitality, restaurants, pubs, have really struggled, especially with the other increase in energy prices, which has put a squeeze on businesses and households. So how is this impacting on lending? Well, as you might imagine, it's making it more difficult. The cost of lending has gone up dramatically, as you might imagine, whether you've got a residential mortgage or whether you've got a business loan. Variable rates going through the roof, and fixed rates, are at figures we've not seen for well over 10 years, as you might imagine, because the cost of money is more expensive. That being said, the appetite is still there for most lenders. The challenge is, of course, is that when you apply the affordability criteria to lending that you did, say, a year ago to now, it's harder to get the money. So while the criteria hasn't necessarily changed, it's harder to actually demonstrate you can afford the money because the cost of money is more expensive. So if you're borrowing, let's just say £200,000, and it's 3% more expensive now, well, that's extra £6,000 a year you've got to demonstrate you can service. £6,000 a year over, let's say, 20 years, £120,000. You've got to demonstrate you can pay that back on top of what you could already, and that's more challenging. So it is a little bit more difficult. That being said, the unsecured marketplace is still there. There's still money available, and again, the rates have gone up, but the access to that sort of finance is still there, as well as commercial mortgages. I think there's going to be a bigger move towards things like invoice discounting, factoring, as businesses need to find long-term working capital solutions beyond 50 grand business loan. They need to have something in place that's going to work with them and grow with them. I'm certainly seeing that in the nature of the calls I'm getting. But I think there's a lot of opportunities for growth as well. I'm seeing people investing in their businesses. I'm seeing people borrowing money for stock, for working capital to take on larger contracts, which is really good. So it's now a time to make sure that your T's are crossed and your I's are dotted. Make sure your terms are in place. Make sure you're going out to get new customers. Make sure they're on favourable terms to you, and you've got robust systems in place to make sure you can manage those contracts. Make sure the staff you're getting are the right ones for you, because it's going to be increasingly difficult to actually do anything about it if you've got the wrong people in place. So I'm cautiously optimistic. It's very difficult. Certainly for guys like me, our job's a lot more challenging with regard to obtaining finance for businesses, whether they're looking to buy an asset or whether they're looking to raise working capital finance. But please, I do urge you to pick up the phone to someone like myself, give us a call and run through your options, because there are still things out there, there are still opportunities, and the good broker will give you the time of day to give you an oversight of what may be available to you. So I'll put my contact details in the bio downstairs, so you make sure you've got that. Please get in touch with any queries you've got, and I hope everyone has a wonderful 2023.